Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cutlery. Hope everyone's having a great day today. As promised, I got something super special for you today. Got a lot of facts and figures about this knife that you see here on the table. At least I believe I've got my facts straight. I've certainly tried to, because I really want to do this knife justice in the end. Just to throw it out there, and I don't know if you guys probably know more than me at this point, but this is a custom Bob Cargill folding knife. I would call this it's a 3-blade canoe. I would call this a gunboat. Lots of things going on with this knife, a lot of tricks in it. But I want to show you this first. This is actually, if you can see it here, this is a 1980 catalog by Bob Cargill. And this highlights his, this was basically his brochure for his knife making at that time. He named all of his knives in some way were named after the American Indian due to he was really fond of what he called the original Americans, and it says some of it in his biography over here. But every one of them was named something about an Indian or after the American Indian. So I thought that was super cool. And you can see in 1980, his prices for his custom knives were a little crazy back then for sure. But got digging in this catalog once I purchased this knife. Wanted to figure out what the actual name of this knife was. And he has several in his repertoire here if you put a name to it. But the name of this one, what I've come to decipher, and if anyone knows any different, let me know, because this is all I found, is called the Birch Bark. We'll look at the knife here in just a minute, but this is the only canoe pattern knife I saw in his catalog. And it does say, you see it says Birch Bark 3 3/4 close, which this knife is. A canoe available in many variations and styles, 1 blade through a 4 blade. And the cool thing about Bob Cargill is he actually patented the side lock or the bolster lock. So I thought that was extremely cool. And you see a lot of those now on let's see on Frost Cutlery has a bunch of that, and the Frost Cutlery design knives, the Japan knives that had that bolster lock are actually really expensive knives even today. I looked a few of those up. But Bob Cargill, the story behind him is, you can see this, but he was an electrician, and he actually got, I believe it was in a car accident in 1973 roundabout, had his leg amputated above the knee, and then he wasn't able to do that anymore, so he got into making knives because he enjoyed knife collecting. He started his collection in the early 70s. Immediately went to work, which is kind of cool, for W.R. Case & Sons as a knife repairman. And he says even in here in his bio that he loved repair knives so much he wanted to actually design his own and build his own knives. And started making knives in 1974. Specializing in folders, and he's got tons of options. His stag knives were his standard, and then you could get mother of pearl, basically quoted. It was per design, each one he did for that, and different kind of handle materials and things. But let's see, he patented that design for the bolster lock, and then in 1981. He did this from, I think it was 74, 75. He opened his own, doing his own customs like this, all the way to 1980. And then 1981, he actually founded and started the Cripple Creek Knife Company. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. I had not. I think I had, but I wasn't really versed in it. Didn't know what it was till I started looking and researching this. Very expensive knife line. Even today, you can find it. But the cool thing is their logo on there was a 3-legged buffalo, and it was just, paying homage to him losing a leg. So I thought that was pretty cool, and pretty cool story as well. But let's see what else we got with Bob here. But anyway, he actually was the president. I think he was on the board of directors as well of the National Knife Collectors Association, the NKCA. Which is very cool. So obviously he was big into the knife industry. But let's take a look at this knife and kind of what started this whole research project and passion of mine. So the local collector I was telling you about that I bought several case knives from in that video I did the other day also had this knife. This is the one that really excited me. He sent me a picture and showed it to me. It is obviously mother of pearl. Trying to get the good iridescence in the light here. It's not great. Very cool shield. All of Bob Cargill's custom knives were a flat grind. It was by removing stock. It wasn't hollow ground at all. That's his tang stamp. You can see this knife has never been used. It's just been handled a little bit, just like I've been doing a whole bunch lately, the last few days. But the date code, and it even says it in his catalog over there, is always on the blade of the knife. So I'm assuming this was May of 1979 is when this knife was made. That's an assumption, but I believe that's what it states over there in his catalog. I haven't figured out yet what the 1x5 means. Not sure on that. And I haven't found any reference to tell me what that is. But just an absolute, this is a work of art in my opinion. This knife is. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't show you, check the scroll work out throughout this knife. And that was one of his extra items in his catalog. You could get this scroll work done like this, and something about this scroll design, this knife doesn't have it, but led into his bolster lock. And if you don't know what a bolster lock is, which I actually knew before then, I've seen knives that have it, but the knife was a lockback, but there was no standard lockback like you know of one today. It was the bolster would slide to the side and then the knife would unlock. So super cool. It's super cool that he patented that invention, and that was known because of him. So, but anyway, guys, I thought you'd enjoy this knife. It's super special to me. It's super special in my collection. Going to have assure you a special place it's going to live. And I'm going to try to keep all the fingerprints off of it from now on, as many as I've put on it. And I will probably put a lot more fingerprints on it before it's over with. But just an absolute beautiful knife. I was actually able to find this catalog when I got to looking. I looked on eBay just to see if any knives, any more were available. There's some Cripple Creek knives on there for sure, and it references Bob Cargill, but I didn't see any. Actually, there was one. There was one canoe, two-blade stag on eBay, and I think it was selling for like $330 right now, which is pretty cool. But found this catalog on eBay, got it shipped to me directly because I just wanted to see what was in this catalog, and he really made some amazing knives. He truly did. Flip through this, you could kind of see this is called the flintlock, and you could order these designs with different configuration, different handle materials. There's that shield that you see on the knife I showed you, and there's actually, if you can see, there's his patent number for his patent number for his side lock. It's hard to tell even what's going on here in this picture, but it just shows you pushing the bolster down and folding the blade in. So very cool. It's got a lot of cool sayings in this catalog as well. It even tells you right there how the dates are put on the knives. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I encourage you, get out, be looking for Bob Cargill knives, Cripple Creek knives. Apparently they're awesome collectibles, high-end collectibles. And I'm just proud to own one in my collection. I will certainly at this point be looking for some more to add to it. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Continue to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for the support and all the comments and the emails I'm getting, guys. I'm having fun with this every day. I just want to continue it and keep on and on. But if you got any questions, shoot me an email at coffinoutdoors@gmail.com. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, guys.